guys, and welcome to WOD Monday. But right now it's a very, very wet and rainy Sunday, so I'm going to be quick about this. The kids kicked us out of the house. So the warm-up for today, you're going to start with a 200 meter run. All right, so if you don't have a 200 meter mark, do about a minute out, minute back, and you'll have gone over 200 meters, but it'll still be okay. And then from there, you're gonna give me 25 jumping jacks, okay? So just starting to work out, right? And warm up your body a little bit, get the blood flowing, right? So 25 jumping jacks. When you're done with that, you're gonna do 2 rounds of 10 reps of the following movements, except for the last one. So the first one is inchworm plus push-ups, which I'm going to do on this lovely wet ground. So feet are nice and wide, right? You're gonna hinge at the hips, all right? So I even turn sideways a little bit for you. Hinge at the hips, walk those hands out, right? Give me a push-up, lift your hips, press back, walk your hands back in and stand tall, all right? You'll do 10 of those. From there, you'll go into Spiderman lunges. So you'll take a nice wide leg stance, all right? So feet are past your shoulder width here. You can drop the back knee to the ground if you need to. I am not going to because the ground is wet. From here, hands go down to the ground. You can even go drop further down if you would like, right? If you have that mobility, stay in that low plank, step the other foot forward, right? Get planted, down to the ground. Really thinking about driving the knee out whenever you're in that position, okay? From there, we're gonna go into Bootstrappers, all right? So our Bootstrappers, we're gonna get about shoulder width because you're gonna go into a squat, all right? From here, you're gonna sit your butt down into a squat, get your hands right onto the top of your feet, and slowly extend your legs, getting a good hamstring stretch, right back down into a squat. So in your squat, weight should be in the heels, all right? My toes are lifted here. I'm not shifting forward into my toes. My chest, I'm fighting for my chest out. You can even push your elbows out against your legs, and then extend your legs, right? And get those knees nice and straight. If you cannot get a good hamstring stretch, right, I would much rather you not leave your hands on your feet here if you cannot get your legs locked out, right? I want you to get your legs nice and straight here and get a good hamstring stretch, all right? And if you can't do that with the hands on the feet, obviously take them off. From there, we're gonna do Scap push-ups. We'll do 10 of those. So Scap push-up, I'm gonna show you from the side. It's different than a regular push-up. You're gonna be in a hollow position, right? From there, you're gonna drop your shoulder blades together and then really press and round those shoulder blades out. Drop the shoulder blades together, really press and round them out. You'll do 10 of those, okay? From there, PVC pass-throughs. So grab a broom, right? A Swiffer, right? You're gonna give me 15 PVC pass-throughs, Swiffer pass-throughs, broomstick pass-throughs, whichever one you have available to you, okay? And you can move your hands in as you start to loosen up, all right? Really think when you're in this, in the pass-through, about staying nice and engaged in your core and pressing up and away. I don't wanna see this. This isn't doing the trick, right? You wanna think big push up and away, okay? So you'll do 2 rounds of those stretching movements. All right, I'm gonna put my Swiffer back. All right, so when you're done with that, we're gonna start with the strength section. We're gonna do 4 rounds of 8 to 10 reps of 3 different movements, okay? So the first one is going to be a bent over, single arm bent over row. You can use a kettlebell, you can use a dumbbell, you could use a milk carton, a child, whatever you have available, okay? So you're gonna get into a lunge. From here, you can rest your elbow on the top of your leg here, okay? You're going to have your palm on the kettlebell facing inward, right? And from there, you're gonna row and pull, right? Really pull. You can even twist a little bit at the top, right? Pull, pull, okay? You'll do 8 on one side and switch, right? 8 to 10. I want you to go for wherever it's kind of not feeling great, right? Where you get that burn. The last few reps should be challenging, okay? You really wanna make it challenging, okay? Make sure you're keeping that elbow traveling back and tight. From there, you're gonna go into halos, okay? So for your halos, you get your kettlebell up, all right? It's gonna start like this. From here, you're gonna pass that kettlebell around your head, behind your shoulders, and back 4. All right, you'll do 8 in one direction, 8 to 10 in one direction, 8 to 10 in the other direction, okay? Make sure you keep your core really tight during this time. You don't want to be wobbling here. So really think about feet below your hips, engage your glutes, just like you would for a shoulder press, okay? Okay, so the last movement that we're gonna do is just a regular press overhead. So if you have 2 dumbbells, obviously, or 2 kettlebells that are of the same weight, obviously doing an overhead press with both works great. If you only have one, which I think most of you do, you're gonna get that kettlebell facing up, the hands on either side of the horn, really squeeze your glutes, right? Press up and really look through at the top and back down, right? So squeeze your glutes, press up and back down at the top, okay? So you'll do 4 rounds of 8 to 10 reps of each of those movements. If you happen to have a lighter kettlebell where these are not challenging, you can obviously increase your reps at that point. But again, I want the last 3 to be challenging. All right, so that's the strength section of the day. And then we're gonna move on to the Metcon. So the Metcon today has Sumo deadlift high pulls, and if you have a jump rope and you're okay with it getting kind of torn up a little bit and you have a place to use it, I would highly recommend using it today. We did offer an at-home option of doing tuck jumps, and I'll go over that in a minute. So first, the Sumo deadlift high pull. So with a kettlebell or a dumbbell, right, you're gonna get your feet a little outside, about hips width, or shoulder width, I'm sorry, shoulder width. And from here, you're gonna get down, really think about your back being flat, right? Hand on either side of the kettlebell, really tighten those shoulder blades down. From here, I drive up and pull to my chin, right? So just really focusing on resetting my back each rep, right? And what I don't want to see happen when you're doing this today, guys, is I don't want it to turn into this, right? Make sure you get the good setup where your butt is low again, right? And I'm moving forward, from there, drive up and pull, drive up and pull, okay? So to warm up for this, what I want you to do is practice going through the movement slowly. Break it down into parts, right? So the first part you would work on is just the deadlift. So get in your setup, work on the knees out, shoulder blades pin back and down, nice and tight, right? And from here, all I'm gonna do is deadlift. Get back into my setup, deadlift. Back into my setup, deadlift, okay? This is a very good time for you to practice getting your butt back down, okay? And making sure you're not setting up like that. All right, so from there, the next part of it is we're gonna add a shrug, okay? So get in our sumo deadlift position, right in our setup. From here, we're gonna drive, shrug, deadlift, shrug, deadlift, shrug, okay? And the last part that we'll do then, we'll do 5 of those, and then we'll do 5 with the full sumo deadlift high pull, okay? So, your workout today is 5 rounds per time of 15 sumo deadlift high pulls, and then 10 high knee lateral jumps over the kettlebell. So from here, I'm gonna jump high, right? Jump high. Please be careful, and if you don't feel comfortable with this, your trusty broom can come back into play here, right? You can jump over a lower object, but I do want you to work on high knees and soft landings, okay? So whatever movement you choose for the high knee option and the jumping, you could do 45 double unders at that point, but whatever you choose, it should take you about 30 seconds, no more than that. If you have a jump rope and you cannot do 45 double unders, give me 30 seconds of practice or 60 singles, okay? And again, it's 5 rounds of 15 sumo deadlift high pulls with a kettlebell, and then 10 high knee jumps over the kettlebell or over a lower height, right? Or even just doing tuck jumps in place, and 45 double unders or 45 double unders. And if you have a barbell, the barbell option for this today, the weight for guys would be 75 pounds, and for girls it's 55 pounds, so light. Finally, for your cool down, you're gonna finish with downward dogs, right? Just getting a good hamstring stretch. So in that plank position, lift your hips, press through, hips to the sky, driving your heels to the ground, pressing into those shoulders, and then taking care of your calves. So you come over and do a calf stretch, right? Foot up, toe up on some sort of platform that you have here, right? And just lean in and really get a good stretch in your calves, because your calves are gonna be pretty sore after all that jumping. That's it. That's your workout for today. Have fun, and we will see you hopefully in class. Bye.